Hi, I'm Ed.
And I'm Stu.
And this is Ninja Gaming.
Alright, today we're going to be reviewing Assassin's Creed 3. Now, before we get started, for those that have not played any of the Assassin's Creed games, if you're in the middle of it, don't watch this review, just leave. Or you could just go to our ratings, exactly.
Yeah,
at the end of the video.
Yeah, we really encourage you to go to our ratings. Just move it over. Because, we're going to be giving a lot of spoilers. This is things that have already been revealed to people who have played Assassin's Creed through Revelations. Yes. So that's why we're trying not to spoil the fun for all you people.
But there are going to be other parts that we still won't spoil about Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh, no.
But just enough so we can tell the story for you guys.
Yeah, pretty
without
much just
giving too much away.
Catching people up to what's going on in Assassin's Creed 3.
Alright, so without further ado, Ed, would you mind going with the story?
Sure.
Alright.
Let's do this. Now, in the story mode for Assassin's Creed 3, there is actually 3 people that you play as a story, like the little story mode with. One I'm not going to talk about because he is a huge plot twist, he or she. So, yeah, not going to talk about much about that. But also the main characters that you're seeing, which is Desmond and Connor Kenway. So, yeah, pretty much, let's start off with Desmond's story. Desmond's story takes place right after Revelations. As we said, if you guys haven't played Revelations or are in the middle of playing all the Assassin's Creed, go to the end of this video or just quit it or something like that, because there's a little bit of a spoiler for all the people. But if you don't care or you have played all the Assassin's Creed, here you go. Pretty much what happens, Desmond pretty much finds out, he goes to the cave that's at the end of Revelations, opens it up, finds out there's a door. Now, this door cannot be opened unless he finds out these certain things. And the only person that can honestly find these different keys is, of course, going back to his ancestors, which is Connor. Now, Connor and Desmond has to stop this whole thing before the end of the world, pretty much 12/21/12. So he has to stop this huge end of the world scenario. And the only way to do that is through Connor Kenway's memories. Connor Kenway is a new assassin that pretty much, he's half British, half Native American, and he pretty much he's a character that plays during the American Revolution, pretty much before, after, and during the American Revolution. So you get to see all those really cool, iconic characters. Like, you actually do get to play, to interact with Benjamin Franklin and George Washington, which is cool to see that and see their characters and see what they're thinking during this time, which is really amazing to do. And it's just really cool how they made Connor around this whole British Native American thing, because he pretty much is like a character that's in the middle of a conflict. He wants to protect his people from the invaders, as he thinks, which is, Britain, but he is British. So it's cool how they built the character up from that. So that's pretty much the story of Assassin's Creed 3. And don't want to give away any spoilers, so I'm going to give it to Stu with the gameplay. Stu?
Thanks, Ed. Now on with the gameplay for Assassin's Creed 3. It's a new engine, so it's going to be a bit different from what you're used to exactly. The free running is absolutely excellent. You can free run from platform to platform, and the game knows if you're going to land it or not. How that works is you're pretty much just running, and if you're not going anywhere, it means you can't land it without either losing health, or you're going to have to just press the A button to jump. It's a very smart system this time around. Also with the gameplay is the combat. Combat's absolutely beautiful. They changed it up a bit so you don't have to hold down the right trigger to counter anymore with the X button. This time you just, anytime, when you see a red rectangle go above somebody's head, then you just hit the B button and magic happens. You pretty much counter that attack. It's very fluid, solid gameplay. It's very fun to pick up and play. They added so much in this game. They added the homestead missions where you pretty much upgrade your home. You can barter, you can build, you can trade. You can now they added sailing in this game where you can sail on your own boat ship. There's a difference really, and you could use cannons, swivel guns. You have to steer it, go against the wind. That kind of thing. It's very intuitive, very fun gameplay, and it's also pretty challenging. The main storyline to the game is very long. It's so far I'm on sequence 10. It's a very that's from just going from story to story to story mission. There's so much to do in between. There's shops, you can unlock new things, and they added, of course, the seasons, which is absolutely beautiful. We'll talk more about that later. But yeah, overall the gameplay is very, very nice, very fluid, easy to pick up and play. Very fun, really. A lot of customization. I don't think there's anything I'm missing, so I'm going to go to Ed with the multiplayer.
Thanks, Stu. Now for the multiplayer for Assassin's Creed 3, there's 3 single-player modes, 3 multiplayer modes, and then 1 co-op mode. Now, pretty much in the 3 single-player modes, there's Deathmatch, Wanted, and Assassinate. Now, Deathmatch and Wanted are kind of the same way. You know, it's just assassinate certain targets in certain ways. We'll just do them in certain ways to do more points, and do it in an amount of time. Now, the difference between it is Deathmatch is just where there's just your skin. There's only one of your skin in the whole entire map. Wanted is where there's multiple, and it's pretty much the same exact aspect, only that's the only difference. Assassinate is actually where they don't give you the target, it's just you have to find your target. You have to find it out, and which guy is it. You just have to be very, open to what's going on around you in the game. Now, with the 3 multiplayer aspects, there's Manhunt, which is pretty much like a tag team. Go and kill this team while, not trying to get killed by this team. Then there's Artifact Assault, which is pretty much capture the flag. Capture as many artifacts as you possibly can before time runs out. And then, of course, Domination, which pretty much take over these certain points for an amount of time to get a certain amount of points. Whoever gets the most points wins. Now, there's also a co-op thing, which is called Wolfpack, which is kind of like Manhunt, only you're working together to kill a single target. Now, also to this game, those are all the modes to Assassin's Creed 3. The thing is, they have a whole new set of characters, of course. They always have a whole new set of characters in this game. And also, the cool thing is they have a lot of customization to this game. You can change the hairstyle of your character. You could change if they have war paint or not. You can change the clothing. They even have, depending on the map you're on, they even have winter clothing on, which is really cool to see and how they change. Also, you can make your character, look as special and unique as you want it to be. So also, there's also the story behind all that, which is through the Asturgo story, which is really awesome. And also, this goes all the way up to level 50. And you unlock everything throughout, different new abilities, new maps, and everything along that. So yeah, that's pretty much multiplayer. We're going to now finish it up with our pros and cons, and then our ratings.
Now we're going to go to our part of the show with our pros and cons.
Of course.
What are the kind of the cons that you found in this game, Ed?
Well, of course, first of all, glitches. Of course, with the new engine that they did, there is a lot of glitches. You have a pretty good example of it.
Big glitch I encountered was I was climbing the trees, I was about to assassinate a convoy, and as soon as I jumped off the branch, they all just disappeared. Where'd everybody go? Yeah,
that was kind of a little thing that we were like, wait, what happened?
that was a huge one for me, because I really wanted to assassinate the whole caravan. Anyway.
Wow, you're bloodlust. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, they're red coats. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyways, so yeah, glitches, and of course we knew this was going to happen because a new engine,
by the
it's
way,
always going to happen. Brand new engine's going to happen.
Had new problems.
You got to deal with it.
Another con that we found was, especially the 360 version, was graphics. In some areas it would be very splotchy with the shadows, especially. It would just be pixely. But from your experience,
weirdly enough, me and Stu got different versions. I got the PS3 version, he got the 360 version, and so it's kind of a little bit weird that whole splotchiness really doesn't happen a lot in the PS3 version.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Which is weird, and he did get a lot in his 360 version, so that's kind of a little bit a bigger thing for PS3.
It's a pretty big difference between two systems.
Yeah, between two systems. I mean, we're not trying to play favorites here. We're just saying the facts that we saw. So yeah, that's one of the things. And this is not only a con; it's also going to be pro, as we'll talk about later.
Yes, of course.
Another con in this game was how sensitive it was at some times, such as you said, you go and try to get to this one point, but it wouldn't let you go to that one point, and then you would move over an inch, and it's like, oh, okay, and go right ahead, and stuff of this nature, or climb up this, or jump off that, or whatever. It really doesn't just moving those inches just seems really an inconvenience at some point, and it just frustrates people sometimes, but. It's a new engine. What can we say? Of course, they're going to probably fix this if they continue on the series.
Yes.
So yeah.
That's pretty much it for our cons. Not many, really.
Not many cons. Now, on to the pros, which there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Combat.
Combat.
It's especially one of them.
Brand new flow to it.
Brand new flow.
New controls, pretty much, with blocking and countering. And
yeah.
If you want to counter in this game, go for it.
It really is simple and everything, and it's so cool that they make Connor a dual hand specialist. You know, you can use your hidden blade and the tomahawk at the same time. So that's a really sweet thing to see. And of course, the dual counters are awesome. When two people want to like go and do the counter move on you, you just press that button and just death. Death just follows. It's just
beautiful.
Bloody carnage everywhere. Anyways, so yeah, gameplay is really cool in this game. And talking about the gameplay, the whole combat system. To that, the motion system is amazing. The whole new parkour with climbing trees and jumping off buildings.
How well it knows exactly if you want to hit that building, if you want to hit those, wherever you're running to. The engine just knows exactly what you want to do, and I don't know. That's just really nice because in the last one, the other games, you would have to hold down the A button in order to jump as you were running. This time it just jumps for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And it won't jump if you can't make that jump. Like, let's say you got like a peg here and you want to hit the peg here. You don't have to be that accurate with it. You just have to point in that direction and it'll land it for you. Yeah. It knows if you want to land it or not. It's really cool.
It really is a nice little thing. And then also the graphics in this game, despite the few little things that we've seen here and there, all are really, really nice looking.
Beautiful. Especially the whole season system is beautiful.
Oh yeah, the seasons in this. I mean, the rainstorms that you get, which are just amazing.
Trotting in the snow. And they added the hunting, which is excellent. Yeah. You could sell to different people.
Yeah, to get the skins, sell them to different people, get more money for that and everything. And pretty much the cool thing is they build this all on the same old things that we know and love. They still
just put a new color of paint on it.
And added a lot of new abilities, and it's really cool how they did that with it. And of course, the story to this is amazing.
Amazing.
A lot of plot twist, even at the beginning. Huge plot twist.
The most unpredictable game that I've really ever played. Really.
I mean,
I can't predict this game.
Straight out of the beginning was like, what? It's a really cool thing.
You will know when you play people.
Yes, you will know exactly what we're talking about because it was a big moment.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So that's pretty much all the pros and cons. Now we're gonna go to our ratings. Ed, what are you going to rate Assassin's Creed 3?
Now with everything, with all the glitches and all the glitches and everything, it's still all the new stuff and everything, and even the multiplayer to this was amazing to this game. The thing that I would give this is a 9. It's a straightforward 9. I mean, that glitches sometimes get to an annoying point where it brings down the score, but still a 9 seems like a solid score for it. It's still a fantastic game, and I love it.
I totally agree, Ed.
So you give it a 9
I'm going
as well?
with a 9.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful game. The glitches, they don't ruin the experience overall. Just once in a while, they'll annoy you a bit, but most of the times, if you died, it's usually your fault.
Yeah, it's most of the time it's completely your fault.
Yeah.
So as always, guys. Did you want to add anything before we?
I think we're all set, guys. Thank you for watching our Ninja Gaming.
Yep. As always, guys, put down comments there. Just any games you want us to comment and do all that.
Of course.
Of course, do all that. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. We love you. We'll see you later.